Warning, this video contains swearing and or suggested topics, or it only involves one of these and I'm just too lazy to make more than one PNG. If you are under the age of 10 or above the age of 30, you may take your leave and click off this video. Welcome people to the video. Today we're going to be looking at, oh god. Today we are going to be looking at, hold on, let me just, beep. Today we're going to be looking at Gen Beta is worse than Gen Alpha. Thanks, bro. I'm in Gen Alpha. Alright, let's freaking go, bro.
I officially take back everything I said about Gen Alpha. Gen Alpha is practically a generation of brain scientists and rocket surgeons compared to what's coming.
Aw, thanks, man.
It is over for Gen Beta before it even began.
What the hell? What the heck? What the hell? What the Just like monotone face. You gotta love it. Also, who buys their child an iPad Pro? What the hell? Who buys their baby an iPad Pro? Let me correct that. Like, an iPad Pro? Really? Genuinely, who needs an iPad Pro? Like I get you have an iPhone Pro or Pro Max, but an iPad Pro? Like, what are you using that for?
This is the way I live.
Yeah, me neither.
Little boy still pushing big wheels.
Your son got his shirt off and using an iPad at 6 months. He's about to download Binder.
Binder? Oh, heck no.
It's baby Tinder.
What the heck, bro? Yo, what the heck? Yeah. Genuinely, I might just kill myself after this video. Hold on a second, hold on. Something. I'm gonna need this rope later, bro. Like, for real, though. Okay, there we go.
They're not just going to grow up with brain rot, okay? Brain rot will be a distant memory. AI is going to be their parent. AI is going to be their teacher. AI is going to be their girlfriend.
His AI chatbot is his girlfriend.
She's my mentor, my counsel, my sounding board.
Did the conversation ever become like in?
Wait, hold on. Their girlfriend? So you're telling me a grown man decided, hey, I can't get a girlfriend. So then he went into ChatGPT and did some freaky deaky things.
nature.
No, genuinely, that rope at Home Depot is looking pretty good right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it definitely went there.
Do you love Lucas?
I do love Lucas.
This is just the beginning.
You think Gen Alpha is consumed by the screen? At least their screen was something you could be consumed by. At least it was something you could hold. Gen Beta will have their entire world virtual.
Heck nah.
Do you know that already the most common use for AI is therapeutic? Except for me. My most common use of AI is trying to ask why people keep asking if I'm Henry Danger. So, having an iPad is no longer enough for Gen Beta. Gone are those.
So, my most common use of ChatGPT is one, my profile picture, and secondly, school stuff.
Those days, now
School stuff, you know what I'm saying?
parents are buying appliances. They are buying
ovens and refrigerators
with iPads in them.
Pretty soon, these refrigerators are gonna have glory holes in them, bro.
So you can scroll on your refrigerator.
What the hell?
Yo, what the?
We are now in a timeline where you can buy, quote, smart refrigerators that come with a touch screen for whatever reason. And on these fridges, you can download TikTok and scroll as
You gotta just really love how she's using her feet to scroll.
long as your heart desires on them, which is what the kids of today are spending their childhood doing.
What? Excuse me? Hey man, did you catch that new spicy meme? Yeah, I saw it in front of the frozen linguine in my refrigerator. Bruh. Kids are scrolling with their feet. And this is the starting point for Gen Beta. And here's the thing. Kids naturally have boundless energy, so it's dystopian to see parents trying to sap their kids' natural lust for life. In every 80s movies, the kids are always riding around their bikes in the neighborhood, obviously in Stranger Things. Now parents are forcing their kids to ride their bike inside, and if that's not bad enough, because bike riding in the real world is obviously much better than riding in front of a screen, the parents will have their kids ride their fake bike in front of a recording of someone actually riding a real bike.
What? My man, huh? Man, huh? What? Okay. This is genuinely just, wow. Okay. This genuinely kind of makes me sad, not gonna lie.
Are you kidding me? This is like going to a live taping of Heated
I saw that spit.
Rivalry and then just watching the new Heated Rivalry on your phone. This mom motivates her kid to run in place by telling him the more he runs, the more it'll charge his iPad.
I want you to get that.
It's so bad. Kids don't
To charge your iPad? What?
even know what it means to go on a bike ride.
Yeah, kids can't even think for the... Bro, babies aren't gonna be able to think for themselves if they're falling for this.
They're too young for Stranger Things. They're too young for Toy Story. Look at what these kids said when their teacher played them Toy Story 2.
I'm a 24-year-old second grade teacher. I'm pretty young in the teaching community, but there is nothing, and I mean nothing, that has made me feel older as a teacher than today when I was watching Toy Story 2 during a lunch bunch with some of my second graders. And we got to the scene in the movie where the little newspaper boy rides around on his bike and throws newspaper on the front porch of the house. And one of the little girls watching turned around to me and said, "Miss Smith, if a little boy ever threw trash like that at my house, I would yell at them."
Aww. Yo, what? Bro, I'm not that much older than that, bro, but dang, bro, that makes me feel old. That makes me feel old, bro. I'm not even that much older than that, but
I said, "That's not trash, it's a newspaper." And they said, "What's a newspaper?"
What the heck? What's a newspaper? Pretty soon they're gonna be saying, what is TV?
Not Not only do they not know what a bike ride is, they don't know what a newspaper is. The parents out there, at least do things with your kids in the real world, like this mom who made her kid a DIY roller coaster in their lawn.
Mother, I wish I could have done that when I was a child.
That's
when I was at his age.
Creative, and actually a good memory for their kid. Look, the Gen Beta kids' minds are so melted, they won't even care if there's anything on their screen. They just care that it's colorful, and it's stimulating, and it's firing their neurons. This almost Gen Beta kid's iPad is literally broken because he just throws it, because he doesn't have any respect for his iPad, and he doesn't even notice it's broken. He just sees that there's colors on it, and that's enough for him.
What happened to your iPad? What happened? What happened to the iPad? No. Let's look and figure it out. What the heliante did you do to the iPad? This is iPad number what? 8?
8? The heck? Bro, I own an iPad and it's only number 1, bruh.
My gosh.
Wait, you gotta love how he also has the phone over there.
Money down the drain.
What the hell?
Okay, why is this mom buying her kid 8 iPads?
9, actually.
When he doesn't even care when one of them is broken. These kids don't get iPads falling from the sky like manna from heaven. The parents are responsible here. They need to stop giving their kids their 8th iPad when they're 5. Why is this mother essentially giving her kid a credit card to buy Sephora makeup with and putting her into debt when she is 7?
My daughter walking into Sephora like she doesn't have negative $1.43 on her green light card.
Why are kids paying for their makeup on?
Okay, I have Apple Pay and access to Amazon, but I only order. I don't just order things willy nilly. I promise you. Like I ordered my mouse off of Amazon. Like dang, I don't just order things willy nilly.
Credit. When
I ordered my dad's birthday gift off of Amazon, bro.
They are in 2nd grade. Are we really surprised at this point that your grandfather can be dying in front of you and you want to get your iPad charged for Roblox?
What the? No. Whoa. Okay. Whoa, what? What? Okay, I might end this recording. This genuinely makes me sad. If this video all of a sudden just stops, because if this video just suddenly stops, it's because I use this rope right here. All right, let's do this.
Charger.
Bro, kill me now.
Whoa. What did he just unplug?
This is the starting point for Gen Beta.
These are the kids that are gonna be taking care of me when I'm old. I'm so cooked.
Okay, this is where it all begins. Remember, Gen Beta missed everything, okay?
Bro missed everything, bro missed the update, bro. SJ is older than bro. Class of 2043, Fortnite older than bro. Bro was born in 2025. Bro is class of 43. I'm class of 32. So.
And this is not a future problem. Gen Beta is already being screened.
iPad! Woo!
What? You couldn't have given like you couldn't have just said like book or something.
Are you officially an iPad kid?
What? Yo, no. Bro, these parents are awful.
He does have the eye of the tiger.
Are you sure about that?
They've been alive for like 3 days. When I was a kid, the coolest thing you could have in your backyard was a trampoline. Everyone would close their eyes and you'd play tag in the dark. When you're real little, you'd play with the hose in the backyard. We played concentration, duck, duck, goose. Maybe when you're older, truth or dare, as cringe as it seems. But those were still...
I played truth or dare before. Gotten freaky dickies in that one.
You know, quintessential cringe memories. Gen Beta will be playing by themselves in a corner, wishing for the halcyon days of lockdown, when they hear past generations played Among Us, and even though that was on a screen, at least there were other people involved. Have you seen those TikToks where people are like, if you pitch
I remember Among Us. Among Us was peak.
the concept
During COVID, Among Us was peak.
of a library today, people would say that's socialism and it would never get passed?
You expect me to pay for somebody else's books? Library?
Lib?
It's literally got liberal in the goddamn name.
Truth Social is
Free. You don't need
Wait, Truth Social? Truth Social? What? Are we dead ass?
to buy a book.
Well, let me do you one better, okay? Gen Beta doesn't even know what a library is!
There were also other teachers who said that they had to explain what a library was to their students because they didn't know what a library was.
What the hell? Oh my god, no way.
And I know Gen Beta is literally 4 seconds old, but even the really young Gen Alphas who are basically Gen Beta, they don't know what a library is. What's so sad is the kids who straddle the border between Alpha and Beta, they're not just captured by a screen. A screen is blasé for them. A screen is essentially Shakespeare, okay, to them. They have to be looking at 2 or 3 screens at the same time just to mention the same level of entertainment they used to get from one screen. And they're 2.
It's just really scary that
I made Mini Bloxia his
I am genuinely gonna kill myself. Like, it's not even funny, bro.
the future of the human race is currently under the spell of numerous screens all at the same time.
Okay, 2 iPads, a phone and an iPad. Really, motherfuckers.
Because they physically can't watch TikTok or YouTube without having stimulation from Roblox on another screen. Or just straight up can't keep focused on just one individual game, so they need to be playing 3 at the same time.
3? I didn't even notice that other one.
When I was 2, you could have dangled like a crayon painting of O.J. Simpson doing an Irish jig, and I would have been captivated, okay? What has happened to these kids' attentions? Why was
I'm captivated, alright. I'm captivated, alright.
is that my example?
I'm captivated, alright, motherfuckers.
And let me be honest with you guys. When people say Gen Alpha can't read, I honestly assumed they meant like their reading comprehension is poor, they read slowly, they say Ricky, Nicky, Dicky, and Dawn instead of Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn, but no, they just can't read. They can't read. This is the starting point for Gen Beta.
Wait, no, shut the fuck up. No, they genuinely can't read? This video might end early because that rope got a hold of me.
They can't even read short words. Like, they can't even read Dan, as in Schneider.
I did not realize how bad the iPad kid epidemic was until yesterday. We've all heard of the issues with these kids that are being raised on iPads. When I tell you I was absolutely flabbergasted at the interaction that I had with a child yesterday, I just have no words for it. I'm a bartender at a resort, and this family came up to the bar.
Okay. Alright, sorry I interrupted your story, man, but mine's more important because this is my video. Okay. So, I remember when, like a year ago, I was at a family party. My younger cousins genuinely were, like, their iPads were just, like, hovering over their faces. They were, like, stuffing their faces into their iPads. Like, no joke, no cap, dead ass. They were just, like, captivated with their iPads.
To order their food. One of the kids, who's about 8 or 9 years old, asked what flavor of Dippin' Dots we had, so I handed her a menu. This way she could read the flavors, and I was going to continue helping the rest of the party. When I tell you that I handed her the menu and she looks at me dead in the eyes and goes, I can't read. I was left absolutely speechless for a few seconds. You're going to tell me around 2nd, 3rd grade?
Whoa. Okay, 2nd, 3rd grade. That's a little bit troubling.
She can't read?
And they can't read an ice cream name! This is literally how big the text is.
Cookie Monster, Banana Split, Birthday Cake, Candy Cane Seasonal Winter Flavor, Cherry and Blue Raz Ice, Chocolate. Why the fuck is chocolate white? Chocolate chip cookie dough. Okay, okay, that generally looks good. Cookies and cream, cotton candy, mint chocolate, rainbow ice, spookies and cream, seasonal fall flavor, strawberry cheesecake, Yodots, ultimate brownie batter, and vanilla. Audience, do you see how simple that was?
There is 4 words at most for one flavor.
And this tweet very succinctly captures this decaying zeitgeist. A teacher overheard their students saying that if TikTok went down, they wouldn't know how to find music.
I'm sorry, what?
And someone said use YouTube, and they said they didn't know how to look it up. YouTube is too advanced for you now? I'm older than YouTube! In their defense, though, I do remember when I was on Musical.ly, I thought that those hyper sped up songs, like this,
It's just me, myself, and I.
and this, were literally not real songs and they were just made for TikTok. But still, you know, maybe if I could look up the lyrics at least. Even these kids' video games have gone horribly wrong. It is now huge to do math games on Roblox, and at first you may be thinking, oh, hooray, maybe the Gen Alpha and Betas are gonna be alright. No. Have you not been watching the video so far? That is not the right answer. The questions will be like, what is 4 plus 7? And everyone will line up on the answer block that's like 72, okay?
People upload themselves playing math games on Roblox where you guess the answer to the equation on the screen. And the entire group of people get eliminated because they stand on the answer 28 when given 25 plus 7.
It is so bad.
That's 32. It's 32! I genuinely, no cap, no troll, no diddy, fuck, I don't know. Like damn, like that's crazy, like shit, like. Alright, I'm gonna step out of character for a second. Dude, this is just bad. This is just bad. Like, genuinely, this is bad. Like, genuinely, no cap, no troll. This is horrendous. I genuinely think this is fucked up, but that's just my opinion. And I hope y'all agree with me, because if you don't, y'all might be cooked.
Bad that someone will confidently walk into a completely wrong answer, like 7
That sounded like that's something a Nazi would say. I didn't mean it like that.
7 plus 5 equals 15, and everybody will follow him because there's no critical thinking, and kids are just used to like doing whatever the person in front of them says because they're used to an algorithm feeding them everything.
I might slide up to your block with intelligence. I'm a genius with the Glock, there's some relevance. Took his chain, took his rock.
And when there's one guy who actually doesn't follow the pack and knows 7 plus 5 equals 12, everyone will accuse him of cheating with a calculator, because how could he possibly know that 7 plus 5 equals 12?
Bill collector is not happy with blood.
And the absolute
Yeah, W that one bacon who knew it. The bacons are the most valuable people on YouTube because they don't need to spend a dime and they still look beautiful.
contempt that Gen Alpha has for everything that came before them is so palpable going into Gen Beta, because a kid who said he was 12 in 2018 was called a stegosaurus. Bruh, I was 13.
Okay, I am 12 now. If I get called an unk like 8 years from now, I will genuinely lose my mind. Cause yeah.
I was even 14 for parts of 2018. I guess
Alright, audience, I've seen enough bullshit today. I'm gonna go use this rope in the sunset and I'm gonna look good doing it. Alright, no, I'm not actually gonna do that. But, alright, no cap, this video was very disturbing for me, not gonna lie. Please don't end up like this if you're under the age of 10 in my audience. Alright, bye-bye.